Hi everyone, welcome to Crypto Gaming and DeFi. Today we have a look at Mobox Momoverse, as they announced huge news this week. Here we have a look at their article, on the Medium article. Yeah, as you can see, they publish it on 12th of March, and it's a 12-minute read, which is yeah, pretty long, but I try to shorten it for you as good as possible without losing any of the important stuff. So you may know Mobox and the Momoverse already. So they have basically 4 games launched already, which is the Token Master, the ChainZArena, what else? Block Brawler and Moland Defense. They launched the alpha like a day ago, or this week. So coming back to the announcement of Mobox, so basically they announced their Momoverse and the next game, which is kind of a RPG game, which from what I understand from the article is kind of an RPG game, but yeah, we don't know as we haven't seen any footage of the game yet. So Mobox is 1 year old. So a year ago they basically launched the platform, and yeah, basically sold the first NFTs, and then you could put the NFTs in the mining and mine MBox, their native token, and then they came up with a couple of games during the last year. That's the past. Looking at the future, they announced basically Momo World, which is part of the so-called Momoverse. Momo World is where you can experience an immersive, casual, relaxing gaming experience. Sounds good so far, but what can we do there? Yeah, you have a professional. Your avatar has a profession, and you can choose basically to collect, craft, create, or build, or yeah, do whatever you want to do basically. So yeah, so far so good. That's what we know from usual RPGs. So then they have the market, where you can buy and sell stuff. They have a most social, which is yeah, a network within the Momo world, where you can interact with other people and get rewards, get some stuff. But we will have a look on this later. You have a museum, it's a nice word, yeah, where you can show off all your NFT collection, even outside of the Momoverse, which is kind of interesting. We have the Moland, where you can team up with other players and conquer lands and then yeah, basically fight. And we have the Mobox Creator, where you, if you have the skills, can design and mint your own NFT assets, sell them within the Momoverse, and yeah, get fees and royalties of it. So yeah, pretty exciting about that, because so far it sounds very good what they announced. So now we come to a more detailed explanation. So as mentioned, if you have NFTs, Mobox NFTs, they mine MBox in the mine, but yeah, that will change. So there will be 5 new mining sites introduced, 5 with a different name and different outcome. We will have the bird camp, where you receive feathers, beast camp, leather, fish camp, pearls, monster camp, or an epic camp, gold. So those are the 5 new mining camps on top of the existing mining camp where you mine MBox. So the mining rates depend on your NFTs, so you have to have NFTs to yeah, mine any of the MBox or the new stuff basically. Common, uncommon, unique. It depends on your hash power. For rare, epic, it depends on your initial hash power and the current hash power. So if you don't know, the rare and epic ones you can upgrade the hash power, and then you have the legendary ones. Yeah, basically they will have the most output. They don't say how it's calculated. Any resources of feather, leather, pearl or gold can be synthesized to create building materials, basically to put them together and then you create something new. If you create a new material, it will have one of the three qualities: common, uncommon or unique, based on your mastery level. So the mastery level can be increased by an advanced synthesis. Yeah, you have the normal synthesis and an advanced synthesis. Normal does not require MBox, but does not accumulate the mastery level, and with the advanced it requires MBox, but also you accumulate the mastery level, so basically level up your skills, so you can create stuff which has a higher rarity. So the increasing the mastery level increase the level of building materials that can be synthesized, increase the probability, and so on. And so it's if you increase your mastery level, you will create better stuff which is more valuable, which you can either use to level up your buildings or sell it on the marketplace, but also you can rent out your mastery level to someone else, basically creating source of passive income, which is yeah, kind of nice if you don't want to play the game or you don't have time, go on vacation or whatever. You just rent out your mastery level to someone else. Then we have the market, yeah, where basically over 100 materials can be traded. So the number of 100 materials by itself shows the depth of the game and the economy within the game, which yeah makes it's kind of huge. I think it will not be such a game where you just click. You really need to understand what to do, which materials to create, yeah, to get the best out of the game, basically. And MBox will be used on the market, so that's another utility for MBox. And then we have the fee structure, which applies when you sell stuff. Now they explain the Momo home, so every player gets a home basically, or each avatar. As far as I understood, the avatars are free, so yeah, feel free to create an avatar and create your new home in the Momoverse. Basically what I understand is that the Momo home is kind of a small town where you have your town hall, which can be used to mint and collect MBox. The creation of MBox is based on your prosperity level, which is the interesting part is that there will be, whenever you collect Mobox, there is a 10-hour protection period and a 12-hour cooldown period. During the cooldown period, you will not be able to collect any MBox. Fine. During the protection period, other players cannot attempt to steal your MBox, which basically gives us the information that it will be possible to attack the home of different players, which gives us an idea of what the game will be. So that's kind of an interesting aspect, to fight other players and yeah, steal the MBox and so on. So we have the lighthouse, which increase the number of attacks you can do. You have the craft house, where you can build and synthesize resources to create new materials. We have an airship, yeah, used to attack other town halls and steal MBox, so that's fine. And the dockyard, a chest will be available every 8 hours. So that's the Momo home. Each building will have its unique design, that's fine. Players can consume different resources and materials to change the exterior design of the buildings. So, and these resources and materials are gathered through most social games. What this is and how this works is discussed later, but that's also a very interesting aspect of the game. we can create guilds, so guilds will have their own own and unique utility basically. What exactly a guild can do, what you can't do is not described, but yeah, having a guild is always good, being a part of the community. Get together and build up the guild, go on raids or whatever. So that's also a nice aspect of the game. Then we have the Mo Social, where you can meet someone else. You can have a Mo Companion, which can be used within the Momoverse to increase movement speed. So that's kind of your pet. We have the Hall of Fame. Very interesting aspect is the advertisement. Each player can upload their own image or slogan, which is then and then you can auction basically the advertising space. The winning player's image or slogan will be displayed on the billboard until the next winning bid. Basically you can advertise to every player in the Momoverse. And yeah, we see later there are 3 million players right now. Mobox is the number 2 of the Binance Smart Chain of daily active users. So yeah, it's a huge audience, and then MBox will be used for bidding, and so yeah, that's also quite interesting and thing, and then realize that the team is thinking outside the box and on the next level. So that's something I really like to see. We have the Momo World collection, so there will be some collectibles within the Momo World where they will appear randomly, and then you walk around and then just basically pick them up, and then you can collect them. You can create yeah, new stuff and then sell it on the marketplace. So even you don't have NFTs, so as far as I understand, even you don't have NFTs where you can create some of the feathers and so on, you can still play the game and find stuff and start basically for free, and then build your way up to pick up some stuff, create items, sell them, get MBox, and then use the MBox to further increase your level, or buy NFTs or whatever. So I hope it will be this way, so that everyone basically can start and level up and yeah, create their own income within the game. Yeah, and then we have daily tasks where you can get resources. We have the Mo Land, which will be in the second phase of the game, and there will be a world map where gameplay where players and guilds can explore and compete for their own territory on the vast land. So that will be the on the second phase of the game. But yeah, also you understand from this small paragraph there will be more. So there is still already working on the second phase of the game to increase the game, the quality of the game, and the quality every player has from the game itself. The Mobox creator, we kind of touched on this earlier. So basically this allows players to upload MOD modules made by players and designers. These tools can be used not only to change the appearance of the game characters and so on, but also adjust some Momoverse parameters. So you create stuff and change the game. So that's kind of a player driven game basically. So that's yeah, you involve the community, yeah, which creates a stronger community. So that's something which you really understand, that they thought about what they are doing and thought outside the box to create this game, this idea. And also, if you create stuff which then will be used within the game and will be sold, the royalties from the sale will be given out to content creators. So as a creator, yeah, they welcome you to create stuff, and then you will be able to participate and earn some money on it. So that's quite amazing, I think. That's basically what you're looking at in the blockchain game, play to earn world, something where everyone is able to create something like which is Sandbox is doing basically. So I really like it that they took the idea from Sandbox and then made their own idea or own version of it. Then we have a look at the roadmap. Roadmap is basically what we already discussed. We have burns of the MBox. We have a halving, so the Momoverse will be there on the April the 6th, which is just around the corner basically. And if you farm, or if you do the liquidity farming MBox BNB, everything will stay the same. But if you have your NFTs in the mining facility or in the mining camp, the outcome of the mining facility will be reduced to 100,000 from 200,000 now to 100,000. So only half of MBox will be given out, but they will also introduce the 5 other mining camps, so 6 mining pools in total. Yeah, so you will not only get the MBox but also the 5 other items to be used in the game. So they make you play the game basically. If you have NFTs and you create and you receive only half of the MBox but all the other stuff, you want to play the game to participate on your outcome basically. So that's something they force you to do it, but that's something good, I think. Yeah, the new MBox utility, basically the stuff we already talked about. You can use your MBox to synthesize and increase the mastery level, to buy stuff, to recruit avatars, so other players' mastery level, I think. So then we have the Momo NFT farmer adjustment, which we already discussed. They adjust. Oh no, they will adjust the hash power for your NFTs. So you will get an increased percentage bonus if you hold 3 to 10 momos, which will also start on the 6th of April. And now, next to the game, so then what they are working on and focused on as well, which is also I think huge and pretty amazing, they set up a investment fund basically to invest in game studios and game developers for new games. So they already made 2 investments, and those game developers will work closely for new games to be put on in the Mobox Momoverse. So you understand that, or you can understand from this information, they create partnerships with other game developers to create more games for the future within their Momoverse, within their metaverse basically. So first game is the Infinite Game Studio, and we can have a look on one of the games which they are working on, and the pictures are good, but yeah, you don't get more information about this. And then there is a second game studio, which a previous game was called Dragonmon, and then you don't see the pictures over here. The Meta Fund focus, so they will focus on a transition from Web 2 to Web 3, and they also creating their own Mobox chain. So basically another blockchain where the Momoverse and all new games will be played on. So that's kind of huge as well, I think. We probably will see the transition from the Binance blockchain to the Mobox chain in the future. But also they say that there should be an NFT interoperability between the games and different platforms. So they also thought about this, and they work together with Binance, or they work together with Binance. So I think it will be that the Mobox chain will work together with Binance, and that there will be no issues of the interoperability between those two blockchains. Then they will launch a launch pad. If you don't know what a launchpad is, basically launchpad gives everyone the opportunity, or gives new games and game developers the opportunity to raise money, and the players and basically everyone can invest in early stage developments, which is a kind of a win-win situation. And yeah, launchpads were kind of huge 6 months ago. Now they came down a little bit, but it's an interesting thing, because in the ordinary finance world you need to be an accredited investor with more than $1 million of liquidity, basically, and to invest in new companies. And within the blockchain world everyone can do this. They will focus on NFTs, game offering, liquidity farming, integration of the games in the Momoverse. They have 3 million registered users, which I mentioned earlier. So they already received applications of 50 projects, which is huge. And they expect the first Meter Fund launchpad in Q2. So just around the corner, basically. Within the next 3 months, something will happen there. They are working on a DAG, Decentralized Autonomous Guild, and they think that, or they expect it to launch in Q3. They're working on the Mobox chain, which we already mentioned. 0 gas fees, that's awesome. And they expect to have this in Q4 2022. So it will be a huge year for Mobox, especially everything which is coming in. And they didn't mention the new game where the alpha is running right now, Moland Defender, and then 2 months ago they launched another game, ChainZArena. So we will have a look at this later on. So that's basically the roadmap which we already discussed, and I think that this news is not reflected in the token price of MBox. I mean, now we see the chart, like kind of 9 months chart of MBox. They had their IDO here on $2, and then you can see the token price is basically at the same level as the IDO, or at the first price. It dropped to $1, and then we had the first pump, which was the listing at Binance, and then it came back down. And this pump is when they first announced the Momoverse with the first information in end of November. I mean, end of November we had a different sentiment in the market. Everyone was bullish, and right now we are kind of a bear market. But yeah, when they first mentioned the Momoverse, the token exploded from $6 to $16. Now they announced the details of the Momoverse and when they will start, 16th of April, and nothing happens basically. We had this small pump from 2 to 250, but yeah, I think that this might be a good opportunity to get into the token and into the game. The NFTs are basically half, or cost half of what they sold during this time. So yeah, this might be a good opportunity to get into the game and into Mobox. Next, I want to talk about the ChainZArena, which is basically the latest game they they launched, so they also had their alpha, their beta, and so on, but the game is fully launched now. And what I really like about this game is that you're able to create your passive income over the time, and it's everyone can start the game basically. So with Token Masters and Block Brawler, you need to have good NFTs, yeah, legendary basically, to really conquer the game and then be able to earn some of the tokens. I mean, you only need rare to send your NFT to adventures to collect MBox, but this is basically on a steady level, so there is no increase of token income over the time. You send them on a daily basis, and every day they bring you something like 0.6 to 1.2 MBox, and that's it. So there's no increase in income, and the ChainZArena game gives you the opportunity to increase your income. So let me show you how this works. Basically, you have your heroes, and you can summon those heroes for free, but to create an income, basically you need to have the best quality heroes, which you can either summon, and when you look here, at least you need to have rare, which is a 1% chance here, or you can buy them on the marketplace, on the exchange heroes market, and then you go and check the price, and the lowest price is at 16 MBox right now. So if you have one of those heroes, you can bound the heroes, and then this line will, or this will give you some sort of MBox amount. So the MBox amount, you bind your heroes. Apologies. You bind your heroes, and if you have a 5-star, you get something between 5 and 50. And those 5 to 50 MBox you can create every month. So it's not that after a season everything is erased. You have your hero, which gives you the opportunity to get like 5 to 50 MBox this month, next month, and so on. And as you've seen, you pay 16 MBox right now, so within 3 months you have your ROI, and then you can use those income basically to buy new heroes and increase your passive income, or your income. Basically, I invested 100 MBox in the game, and used the MBox I earned to buy new heroes, and right now I'm at a level of 225 MBox, which I can produce basically every month. So how does it work? So you need to buy a mining hammer. So click on 16 hours. This costs for about 3.76 MBox, but at the same time you will get those chests, and within the chests you will also get MBox. So basically the chests are kind of for free, more or less, and as long as you have a mining hammer working, you also will create MBox. So the rate differs from based on which level you are and your heroes and so on, but yeah, you will create MBox all the time. And then you can use those MBox to buy new heroes, either from the market. You use it as you summon your you summon some of the heroes, or you can use the daily chest, and for 57 MBox you can buy this box every day, and get one of the scrolls, and the scroll will give you the chance to summon one of the you can choose the element, the hero you like, and then you have a probability of an epic hero 90%, legendary hero 10%. So that's what I think is the best way to increase your army of heroes. And then you basically bind your hero, which you receive, and then you will be able to create more MBox, and so on and so on. So that's yeah, quite interesting, and that's what I really like about the game. Everyone can start by using at least 16 MBox, or to have a full set of heroes using about 100. So that's quite interesting. I hope you liked the video, you learned something. Let me know what you think about MBox, the Momoverse, if you play the games, or if you have another tips or tricks of the games. Yeah, write me a comment. Thanks for watching, have a good one.